All right, guys, welcome to another video. So today we're going to talk Ranger bands. What are they? How do you use them? That's what we're going to talk about today. So if you're interested, you're curious, please stay tuned through the intro. What's up? My name is Doug, the Bearded Outdoorsman. Welcome to another video. If you enjoy beard product reviews, gear reviews, EDC videos, you have definitely come to the right channel. So today we're going to talk Ranger bands. Have you ever heard about Ranger bands? Drop it in the comment. Have you ever heard about them? Do you know what they are? All right, so we're going to talk about it today. Ranger bands, if I can dig around and find the ones I had in my lap, I've done lost one of them. So Ranger bands are essentially bicycle inner tube, cut the size you want. That's basically all they are. They are called Ranger bands because they started out in the military to hold their gear tight, in place, all of that kind of stuff. They weren't called Ranger bands at the time. They were called something else. I can't remember the name of them. But they were essentially made for military to hold a flashlight or a pack, something to, like, say, their belt or strap, that kind of thing. Now they have so many uses, to use for EDC, to use for bushcraft, for use just for being outdoors. There's so many uses that you can come up with. So I'm going to show you a couple ways that I use them, and then if you want to do your own, have at it. So what I've got 3 Ranger bands here, and one of them I have on this Altoids 10 to show you that it fits. Basically all you do is you just take your Ranger band. Now the joy in this is that you buy yourself an inner tube, bicycle inner tube, and you can cut them to as wide or as thin as you want. Now you can't go too wide because the tube has a curve to it, and I wouldn't go super thin, but you can make them basically as wide or as thin as you want. So all you have to do is you grab your inner tube, your band, stretch, and then just slide it over whatever you're putting it on. So this has Altoids in it, but I have an Altoid 10 survival kit. Everything fits in an Altoid 10, and I would keep 3 Ranger bands on that kit because I also had paracord wrapped around the outside of that Altoids 10, so that Ranger band helped keep the paracord in place. And yeah, so that's one use. Another use would be to have it on a fixed blade knife sheath. Now this is not the sheath that I wanted, but the sheath that I wanted to show you is in my truck, which is in the shop still. But basically you've got a fixed blade knife, you got a Ranger band on it, and you could have, this is a ferro rod and a striker. This is everything in one. So you've got an option for fire. Now I could come in here and go with a second Ranger band, but the way this sheath is, it's just a little bit loose right there. So ideally you want a little bit wider sheath for this, but either way, just showing you how it works. And then you could go with a little bit wider Ranger band, and you could tuck in paracord. Oh, hey, are you enjoying this video? If you are, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, make sure you do that. You could tuck in a lighter, tuck in an actual lighter. Anything you wanted. You could tuck in medical shears, medical scissors, and slide those down in there, and you would have them on the ready. So that's the cool part about Ranger bands, is you can use them however you want to. I've also used them for backpack, the shoulder straps that get real, you just have extra, roll them up, strap one of those around the excess strap, and it's not going anywhere. Also, if in that situation, you would have it if you needed it for another purpose down the road. So they're really cool, really useful. I love them. You can use them for stuff like Altoids 10s. I had some that were actually small enough they would fit on the mini Altoids 10s. And so basically the purpose of this is just to make sure it's not going to open. And it don't help you hold on to it. But this is just to make sure that it doesn't open and you lose your gear. So if you had an Outdoorsman 10 fishing kit, you could put a Ranger band on it and it's not going to open up while it's in your pocket. So there's that. I really like the application of having it on a knife sheath just because it just holds kind of extra gear there that you're not going to lose. It's there and it's not going anywhere. Again, this is not the ideal sheath for showing you because it's just not quite wide enough and it tapers too much, but just giving you an idea. Goes on a knife sheath, slide what you want in there. I could take this out and put these. Let's see if this will be big enough to fit in there. Don't know why you'd want to do this, but I mean, you're going to carry medical scissors with you. Boom, you got a knife, you got medical scissors. So the applications are endless. They're really awesome, and they don't weigh anything. They don't take up a whole lot of space. So you could really, if you wanted to put paracord in your backpack and just use one of these to hold it together so you didn't have something that you would have to cut or tie a knot, you could put your paracord in this and hold it together while it's in your pack. So possibilities are endless, uses are endless. Check out some Ranger bands. You can go pick up a very cheap bicycle inner tube at your big box retail store, find one online, and cut you out some Ranger bands. So there you go. Let me know in the comments, have you ever used Ranger bands? And there you go, make you some. And I'll try to do some more. These were all I have right now. I've had these for a very long time and they are still just as strong as they were when I made them. So I'm fixing to make some more applications for them, and I will probably do a follow-up video, show you some more applications. So if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. I'll see you in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. So until next time, stay bearded, get outdoors, and God bless.